Take number 4. I'm leaving this in. Hello everyone, I am Prepper Princess. I am the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing this book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. A recent publication from MSN.com indicates that Americans are experiencing unprecedented levels of stress over economic worries fueled by inflation not seen since the 1970s, as well as C-10 in the Russian-Ukraine war. During the lockdown, a huge number of people quit their careers. While the stats clearly show that the majority of those that were quitting their careers are in their late 50s, this begs the question as to why. The answer is simple. This huge influx of quitters came during a time when the stock market had doubled in only a year or two. Those that thought they were going to need to continue working for the next decade in order to obtain enough wealth to live a comfortable retirement all of a sudden found themselves with a huge amount of money that they were expecting to have to earn over the next decade through working. What they did not see coming was the inflation aftermath just 1 year after the huge stock market gains. Inflation reached what most considered to be a peak, along with shortages of just about everything. That is before Russia invaded Ukraine. Now, sanctions have been put in place on a country that does create a lot of imports here to the United States. Gas jumped nearly 7% in just 1 month, but most of us have seen the gas prices double in a year. Relationships are also taking their tolls. One middle-aged woman went ahead and quit working 20 years ago to be a stay-at-home mom. Her husband keeps their finances separate and gives her a small allowance and refuses to put her name on the deed of their house. She considers herself to be perceived as less than just because she is a woman. Her not being on the deed just proves that she is totally devalued in her time and her labor. Mortgage rates are rising along with apartments and home rentals. Those that were living paycheck to paycheck, just getting by, are not seeing their paychecks rise along with the huge inflation. Their dollars are buying less, their landlords are raising the rent to meet the current market value, and they are now following behind. They use their credit cards to keep up and buy groceries, but the increase in interest rates also is increasing the rates of their credit cards. This is putting them further and further into debt. The cycle is going to continue. Many YouTubers are creating videos about how to beat inflation. Unfortunately, these can only be seen as entertainment and taken at face value because there's no way to beat inflation. You can buy cheaper food products, drive less, use less electricity, wash your clothes less often. You can stop buying new clothes, reduce your insurance, and increase your premiums. You can get a smaller cell phone plan, or you can just do without. You cannot beat inflation. If you expect to spend the same amount of money after inflation, then you must lower your standard of living. Lowering your standard of living, which is always the last thing that any of us want to do, but it is the only way. Given that not many people understand the importance of lowering costs or just don't know how, inflation is beating them. They are not beating inflation. I am sorry, but it is the truth. I know that you come to me for financial advice, but I cannot teach you how to beat inflation without lowering your standard of living, because that is not the way the world works. If any of you have any true solutions of how to beat inflation, I would be more than happy to hear all of your suggestions. Given that they do not require my subscribers or commenters to purchase anything unless it will save them money. Meaning they must have a 100% return within 1 year or the comment will be deleted. I do not condone or use WhatsApp, nor do I invest in gold or silver. So if you see someone in the comment section that looks like me but is telling you to buy any of these things, it is not me. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. Y'all want to lower your standard of living without lowering your standard of living? Let's just make things cheaper. Okay. Call your health insurance company and ask for a lower rate with a larger premium. Call your car insurance agency asking for liability-only insurance. Call your auto company if you have any loans with them. Ask for a lower rate. Same with your credit cards, as well as your student loans. Start plugging all of your electricity into a power strip and turn off the power strip when not in use. If you have to, put a timer on your refrigerator for 6 hours on and 4 hours off. If you have to, open your blinds and your windows instead of using a light. Turn on the fan before you turn on the AC. Go ahead and get yourself a Roku box. I will leave a link in the description below. Cut your cable bill. Switch your cell phone service over to Mint Mobile. Call your internet company and ask for the slowest speed possible. Anything above 3 megabits per second is going to go ahead and help you watch streaming as well as gaming. Start cooking at home. Do not waste any food. 50% of food in the United States of America goes to waste. Cook every single meal at home. Do not go out to eat. If you have any landscaping services, go ahead and cancel them and do it yourself. If you have any DIY projects around the house, do it yourself. Use any rewards points you can on your credit card towards your DIY projects. When you are doing laundry, go ahead and use just a small portion of the laundry cap instead of the entire cap, or you can go without soap at least 1 or 2 washes because the soap suds are going to be left in your washing machine. When you go to dry your clothes, go ahead and dry them on a line. Do not use the dryer because it costs $1 per use. Do not go by the method, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Go ahead and flush every single time because it only costs 1 penny, and it's going to cost you more money in cleaning supplies to keep your toilet clean if you do not flush it. Switch to a bidet and save yourself some money on toilet paper. If you are a female, go ahead and go down to the cheapest possible makeup products. They are available at Walmart or the Dollar Tree for $1 or less. All of my makeup is $1 or less. Switch your shampoo and conditioner from any fancy stuff you have down to VO5 and Suave. Stop getting your hair cut. Or have your family do your own haircuts. Do not go to the haircut salon. Do not get manicures and pedicures. Buy the cheapest imitation soap possible. If you do something like go to the Equate brand instead of Dove, which Walmart does have a Dove off-brand called Equate for about 1/4 of the price, go ahead and do that. Do not use disposable anything. Do not use disposable razors or paper towels or anything along those lines. Just use washcloths and just don't buy disposables. Did I talk really fast? I bet I did. Stop buying cleaning products. Start using more water and less cleaning products. A 10-to-1 ratio is usually pretty good. So if you have something like Simple Green or Dawn, just use 1 part of that to 10 parts water. It's going to get things just as clean. Do not believe the culture of America thinking that everything that in your house is infected and needs disinfecting, because the only thing that it might be infected in your house is beneficial bacteria to help build your immune system. So quit letting people think you're dirty all the time. Don't necessarily go and shop around for the cheapest gas possible, but do wash your car at home. I always recommend using Armor All New Car Smell because it makes your car smell brand new. And also, do not use paper towels to wash your windows. Go ahead and use those microfiber cloths that you can wash in the washing machine and reuse over and over. All right, folks, those are the little things that I've got to change your lifestyle without changing your lifestyle. So just use less, use cheaper products, make a go of it. Instead of buying cereal, just buy oatmeal and add some granola or raisins to it. It's all good. Do what you can with what you've got, folks. Prepper Princess out. So instead of sleeping on your couch, you're just going to sleep right in front of it? Is that what's going on? It's just a foot away. What's up with you, silly boy? Silly boy needs a belly rub. Yes, and a little butt rubs. A little bit of a butt rub over there, over there. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Oh my gosh, I can't take it. Oh my gosh, look at you. Look at you. Do you know how cute you are? Do you have any idea how adorable you are? You are so cute. Oh, you want to give me the paw? Okay, I'll take the paw. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cutie Pants.